Alright, what we got here is a bucket tilt cylinder off of a 575 New Holland backhoe. This is for the front bucket, and we're going to be doing a reseal on it. If you like this sort of content, if you would consider going down there, clicking the subscribe, turn the bell on for notifications, and giving this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. This has actually got some slots on the side for a spanner, and this has actually got a wire in it that's going to have to be turned out. So I've got my hook spanner here, and this wire is out on the side. Now I'm going to turn it. Okay, that thing is probably going to be a little tight apparently. I'll reposition this here so you can see. This is the wire that's in question. I'm going to take some freeze off here, not sponsored, just use it every day. We're going to spray some of that in. Gonna let it do its thing, get in there and see if that'll break it loose for us. Grab my spanner. Grab a hammer and hit it, and it's actually starting to turn it here. There we go. Basically just turn this wire out. Okay, we'll just continue to turn this out until it comes out there. Set that to the side. There's a lot of gunk and crap in here, so I'm going to spray my freeze off and try and get it cleaned out the best possible. That freeze off is actually coming out of the gland here, so that's a good indication. Now I'll take and blow this out. You can see all the dirt and crap in this thing. Okay, I'll do this one more time. Again, you can see how dirty that is. Take and blow this out again. I'll go ahead and extend the rod here. Get rid of any oil that's in the cylinder. Put a rag over that just in case it really starts blowing out. Alright, once the piston reaches the bottom of the gland, take and hammer it out, and I've actually got this old cylinder rod going through the hole in the eye, and there we go. I just hammer that until it comes out. I'll put my hammer under here to catch it if that piston comes out, to keep from dinging the rod. Okay, and we pull the rod out. Alright, the rod's out. Set it to the side here real quick. We'll see what the tube looks like. Inside of the tube's not too bad. Just here on the end we got this rust pitting, which it's smooth, but I'm gonna stuff this full of rags here. Take my rag here, stuff this tube, and we're gonna take a flap disc on a die grinder and clean that up a little bit. So I got my flap disc on my die grinder here, and we're just going to go around and clean this up. Now I switched out to a small wire wheel, and I will clean the ring groove up. Alright, now that we got all that cleaned up, we can pull our rags out. Don't forget and leave them in there, whatever you do. So, and then we'll take and just wipe all this down. And that's what it looks like now. A lot better than it was before. Okay, we'll go ahead and take our tube out. Then we'll go ahead and put our rod back in, tighten it down. Now we have to take this piston bolt out. Okay, it's actually a 36 millimeter. I've got a 36 millimeter 1/2 inch drive, so I'm gonna use a 1/2 inch to 3/4 adapter so I can use my 3/4 inch drive impact on it. And we'll remove the piston bolt. Okay, we'll remove our piston bolt, we'll remove our piston, then we'll remove the gland, and we'll start taking everything apart. Take the seals off the gland first, start on the outside, take the O-ring, then the back up, and go to the inside. We'll take the rod seal, and as you probably noticed all these videos, our rod seal is the issue right there. We'll go ahead and remove the rod seal, which is a U-cup, and it's coming out in pieces. So there's the rod seal in pieces, just falling apart. And we'll take the wiper out. This is a hammer-in wiper, so I might be able to just, yeah. So this is a hammer-in or a metal-clad wiper. The can of the wiper that's the metal part of the wiper, and we got to get up underneath this spot here to get that wiper out. I'll take a straight pick and get under the bottom of that wiper there like this. Then I'll take and hit the pick, and what I'm doing is getting under that can enough that I can get a screwdriver under it and twist it out. So I'll take and put my screwdriver under where I set that pick right there, hammer it down, and looks like I cut that a little bit. Let me get a new position there. So all right, the screwdriver is under there, and we'll take and twist. Keep twisting, walking until the wiper pops out. I'll set that to the side real quick and grab our piston. Now this is a unitized piston. It's got wear bands formed into it, and looks like these have done some gouging. I'll clean it up, take the piston seal off. Take that off. Alright, pull the piston seal off, then the expander. And we'll clean this all up. Like I said, this has got a unitized piston, so these wear bands, you can't remove them. They're actually formed onto the piston themselves. These actually rotate, which most, like John Deere unitized pistons, they don't move. The only way to really get these is go back through the dealer, unfortunately. There are some aftermarkets out there, but as long as these are good, given this customer, I know how they are. They're just going to want to reseal it as is. They're not going to want a new piston, and that's most often the case. These are usually used on farms or whatever, and guys don't want to put a whole lot of money into repairs, which I get it. It is what it is. We're going to hunt up all the seals. I'm going to get the gland all cleaned up with the wire wheel inside and out, and grab the seals like I said, and we'll be back to put them back together. Okay, I was cleaning this gland up and I forgot to show you all, but this has actually got that bottom groove down there. That's actually got a buffer in it as well. So I'll remove the buffer right there, and I'll add that to the seals to get. All right, I'll finish cleaning this up, and then we'll get back to putting the seals in. Okay, we've got our new seals. We're going to start with the piston first. This cylinder was a 40 millimeter rod by 80 millimeter bore. But first we're going to put the piston seal back on. As I mentioned before, this is a unitized piston, so it has built-in wear bands. This has some scarring, but it's cheaper to just reuse it. We're going to put the expander on first, and then we're going to put the Teflon seal on. Stretch it and walk it on like that. Get our seal clasper here, And we're going to take and shrink that piston seal back down. So we'll get that snug. And then we're just getting that tight right there. I'll set that to the side and go onto the gland, turn it upside down, start on the outside of the gland first. Start with the back up. This has a concave on one side. It faces towards the bottom of the gland because it's got to back the pressure of the O-ring. And get that on there. Make sure that that is seated. Then our O-ring. That goes on like so. And that concave side, like I said, mates up to that O-ring. Alright, now we're going to put our buffer in. It goes in the bottom groove down there. Okay, now we're going to put our buffer in. It goes on the bottom side. Here's the buffer. And we'll take it, start one side in, and push it in. It's in there on the bottom.
Okay, I lost audio for a while. We're going to take the U-cup, start it in one side, just like this. We're going to continue to push until it seats fully, and it's seated there. Next, we're going to take our wiper, set it in the gland, and we're going to take a hammer and hammer it around. Continue to hammer all the way around until it is fully seated, just like so. And then I'm going to take some grease, put it on the inside of the gland on the seals, just like this. Then I'm going to take the gland and put it back on the rod. Just put it on and give it a bump, and it should go right on, like that. I'll take the excess grease from the inside and put it on the O-ring on the exterior of the gland. Next, I'll remove the seal clasper from the piston. You can see the piston seal is back to normal. I'll put the piston back on the rod. Add thread locker to piston bolt. Thread piston bolt back into the rod.
Alright, so I lost some of my audio, but I went ahead and put the U-cup in, wiper. This piston was counterbored, as I showed earlier. I've got some 121 thread locker on, and now we're going to tighten the piston bolt. We got the rod ready, tube back up in. We'll put some grease all on this. A little bit of grease in here, and we start the piston back into the tube. So we'll start it, hold some tension while pushing and rotating, walking in. Just like that. This hole here for our wire, we'll line our gland up where the hole's on top, and it'll line up with that hole, and we'll push that in. Okay, so we got this, and this is the stop. So we've got to put this end in the hole here. Okay, so I about forgot. I was going to put this in. I forgot that this lip got rolled out. So basically, we got to create a little hook on this end. I had to take it to the vise and hammer it down. So it allows that to, you put this in the hole, start turning it until it grabs, and then that little hook allows that to turn back in. So you just take and tighten till that goes all the way in and eventually catches right there, and then that thing's locked down. And then we put our rod back in. We put our rod back in, and that's it. That's how you reseal a New Holland 575 bucket tilt cylinder. So if you enjoyed this or got anything out of it, if you would consider going down there, clicking the subscribe, turn the bell on for notifications, and giving this video a thumbs up. Let me know down there in the comments if there's anything you want to see in particular, and I'll do my best as it comes through the door. If it does, I'll try to do a video on it. All right, until next time, thanks for watching.